Limbus Company just released an update, basically talking about the leaks that have happened from people who data mine the game. If you are wondering, I, as a streamer, for some reason, have information of the data mine content. Let me show you. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna show you all of it, but this here, this little smidget, yeah, that's the leaked banner. If you really want to see it, you can hop onto my Discord and check it out for yourself. But I'm not gonna leak that out because that just seems not right to me, because I don't know if that's against TOS or not. But anyways, we're gonna go over this and briefly go over, guys, what my thoughts and impressions are about this. Warning of illicit information acquired via client manipulation. Hello, this is Project Moon. Information for Limbus Company is always announced via our official Twitter and Steam pages. And in-game notices, acquisition of information through other sources is unofficial and thus unverifiable. Undisclosed data stored inside the client acquired through hacking or disassembly is subject to change at any time. Please note that any information gained through these methods cannot be fully trusted to represent official content. Additionally, please be aware that hacking or modifying the game client is a violation of our terms of service. Currently, we have identified that the banner image for target extraction Don Quixote had been mined from the client. While the image for the banner itself does not exist within the client, it does not represent content that will be available on April 6th. Please note that this schedule was determined much earlier than the leak of the banner image and has not been influenced by it in any way. We will improve our internal build and update systems so that leaks such as this can be prevented from causing confusion in the future. So, let's break this down. Someone in my Discord community was able to provide me the leaked banner, and I was able to see what the banner identities were. Very interesting, very nice. As a content creator, I personally would love to talk about the leaks that happened, because, you know, content, baby, content. But also, at the same time, it feels wrong to discuss leaked content, especially if the developer hasn't really talked about it. So I have posted a tweet asking if it's okay to talk about leaked data mined content on the official PM, but, you know, people are probably going to tell me yes or no. But in the spirit of trying to keep the integrity of what the developers want, as a developer, you don't want your player base to be leaking stuff. So I'm just not going to leak it publicly. If you guys want to talk about it, they'll be in my Discord community, because people are just posting leaks out the wazoo there, but it's there. I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube for now, unless I get a good old, yes, you can talk about it. But we will see. If Project Moon is going to punish people for leaking stuff, that's one thing, but I don't know if they're going to punish people for talking about leaks, which is another thing in my own defense. However, with that being said, though, I can tell you that leaks in a game in general isn't good, because two things usually happen. Either A, people are going to have bias towards the leaked information, which could affect how profits work. And what I mean by that is, say for example, they leak a character banner and they leak the units, stats, numbers, skill sets, and you see it in the leaks. You know, this character is gonna be super busted and broken when it's gonna get released. Oh my god. And you see the numbers, and you're like, everyone, you know, people who are talking about it are gonna be like, oh, it's a must pull, you gotta get this character, super busted. But then fast forward, come release date, they completely nerf the character, it's gutted to the ground, it's nothing to what the leaked information is. Now, this is one example, and by far the most prominent example of how leaks can be a bad thing. What can happen is it sets a false precedence or false expectations of what the character or the event or the content could be. And then people will assume, because of those leaks, that that is what's going to happen when the game comes, or when the update comes out. And usually what happens is, you know, developers will either A, deliberately change it to, you know, be like, hey, screw you guys, or B, leave it in the game as is. Now, it's a weird balancing act of, you want to be able to give your community information, but you also don't want to give them false information. It's one of those weird things where, say for example, if I was a developer, right, and I had this really good character and we've programmed it into the game, and, you know, it's got certain stats, certain skill sets that, you know, are pretty strong, and they're going through their playtesting phase, you know, they're in the back end, they're testing it, making sure the units, you know, balance and whatnot. And with what they have currently in the game, that unit could be Omega super busted, and they know it's super busted, but they have the character in to play around, test it out with. But if someone data mines that information and leaks it out, then people, the community is going to assume that when that character does come out, they're going to be super busted and it's super strong. But when in reality, the company in the back end is still tweaking it. And what happens is when the update does go live and they've made their adjustments, toned down the power level of said character, then the community is going to go in an uproar going like, hey, this was data mined and it was this strong. Why is it so nerfed now? This character sucks. And people are just getting mad. And this really does create a lot of confusion to the player base when something, as an example like this, happens. I will say, as a content creator, it's nice to have leaks that I can talk about and create content, but at the same time, it can be very misleading to the community. So I'm just going to be very careful and tread lightly and figure out what the practicality is of me leaking information that has been given to me because I'm a streamer. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think. Obviously, the leak is in my Discord, so if you wanted to check that out, hop into my Discord community. Links in the description down below. But let me know what you guys think about leaks in general. Are leaks good for the game? Are leaks bad for the game? Should streamers and content creators talk about leaks and milk content out just to be able to get AdSense revenue from our good old, Lord and Savior YouTube? But yeah, let me know. I think, honestly, in my personal opinion, that people can talk about leaks, and I think people can talk about leaks, and I think that people should be able to discuss about it in private, but I don't think people should really put it out there and make content about it. But if Project Moon says, have at it, you can talk about it as much as you want, talk about leaks as much as you want. However, that information might be the same when the update happens, then sure, I'll do that too. As a content creator, I do want to talk about leaks, but as someone who wants to respect the wishes of the developer, I will just refrain from doing that publicly in a video, but I'll just, pseudo hint that I have leaks in my Discord server. Anyways, that's the video. I'm going to see you guys later. John Panio signing out. Bye for now.